This is FastPIPE 12, the latest version of our mechanical estimating software that's been in use since 1995. FastPIPE 12 has many new features, but still maintains the user-friendly interface that has made us the favorite of so many contractors. FastPIPE is equipped with a ready-to-use database, our catalog, which has over 170,000 items used in the piping industry. I can just move from left to right to select an item in the catalog to see the information that it contains. Each item in the database has material pricing and installation hours, as well as other information like weight and volume and joints. Material discount and labor factor tables allow you to enter adjustment factors to match up with your company's pricing and productivity. Pricing for the catalog can be updated directly from the internet so that your database is always up to date. FastPIPE can be installed on a standalone computer or can be viewed across a network. Our job screen allows you to see the jobs you're working on and the date on which bids are due. Each job folder consists of tabs to guide you through the flow of using FastPIPE. Information is stored at the Jobs tab. You can import project plans directly into your job from a disk or anywhere on your network. The Specs tab displays the piping systems which can be used on your job, or you can copy from among the more than 100 specs included in the system. Each piping spec defines what kind of pipe, valves, fittings, flanges, and so forth will be used in a piping system. FastPIPE specs are designed using current construction standards and can be modified depending on your job's requirements. At the Takeoff tab, you can see the sections of takeoff lists, which allow you to separate the job by spec, area, or system. I can open up a section just by double-clicking. The takeoff screen includes the pipe, valves, hangers, fittings, and specialties which were included in the spec. Also shown are a list of assemblies and job items. You can use or modify any of over 200 preloaded assemblies for plumbing connections and HVAC coil hookups or equipment connections. You can easily create your own assembly on the fly to make it match job-specific conditions. Each assembly includes a diagram and a takeoff. Job items are used for equipment or fixtures on the job. The system includes many job items, but you also can create job items to be job specific. You can even direct where they go on the recap sheet. Takeoff is easy in FastPIPE. Let me set the auto connect and begin. The solenoid valve for the gas piping is not in my spec, but I can easily build a job item by just entering the information. I'll enter a 0 for the price since the solenoid valve will be provided by the kitchen equipment contractor. I will enter an hour and a half for the labor hours. Once I close the job item, it adds it into the job items list where I can select it and mark it on the drawing. I can then begin to take off the pipe and fittings. If I select the size and the item, I can mark it on the plan. Notice that when I mark the 90 on the plan, it connects the pipe, which includes the joints and hangers. I can move the plan around as needed to help me with my takeoff. When I select a reducing T, it pops up the available sizes and I can make my selection and pick the T's going down to the equipment. For the drops going down to the equipment, I have an assembly that I can use. I go to Plumbing Connections, select Gas Drop, choose the proper size, and I can see that it has the valves and fittings that I need. I can then mark the assembly right on the drawings. Once I'm finished with the takeoff, I can then run my reports. Let me close the takeoff and go to the Reports tab. On the Reports tab, I can quickly recalculate all or part of my job. The Material and Labor chart gives the total material costs and labor costs for the job. Summary reports allow you to view the information in a handful of different ways. The Material report shows the pricing from the catalog with discounts from the material discount table. The Labor report shows the labor organized in the manner in which you took the job off. The job factor allows you to assess job conditions for each section of takeoff. On the Pricing tab, you can manage the prices of any of the materials on the job. This page allows you to export information, send out materials for quotes, and edit any of the price. At the Workbooks tab, information from the reports can be downloaded into Microsoft Excel. Information is loaded into the appropriate pages where it can be viewed and sorted as desired. The workbook can be preset with labor rates and sales tax information so that there is less modification required for each bid. Fixture prices, subcontractor prices, and other job costs can be entered into the workbook to give you a final price. Thank you for taking a few minutes to look at FastPIPE. If you would like more information, you can call us for a more in-depth demonstration online, or you can visit our website.